streaming tables in Databricks, and we are going to use dbt as well to do that. So you can see here I've got a Databricks file system location. So if we go to our catalog and we browse the DBFS, I have put a CSV file here, files or raw people a.csv, and if we look at the contents, a.csv has a column of ID 1 and username Alice. Pretty straightforward. I think you can connect to S3 as well, but in this case, I'm just using the DBFS to store my CSVs. The compute as well. So if I go to SQL warehouses, this is the SQL warehouse that I'm going to use. It is a prototype SQL warehouse, and it's kind of small, that's the size. I'm going to go back to my SQL editor. So first thing I want to do is to kind of just have a look at what's in that folder file path using that SQL endpoint. And we see that, we do get ID1, username, Alice, and so on. And in order to create a streaming table, we can do something that's like create or replace this table, and then we specify where we want to get it from a stream, doing read files just as we would have above. Let me copy this and replace in here. Let's give it a bit of a format. So we are going to create this. And then the streaming table has been created. So we can then select from it. And we see the data that we expect to, right? Okay. Now, how do we do this from dbt itself? Pretty straightforward. If I go to my project settings, go to Databricks, first thing first, I want to check that I'm using the same SQL warehouse here. So I check the SQL warehouse, go to my SQL warehouse, check the connection details, and it is 8BCE right here, 755, and that lines. Okay, so I'm using the SQL warehouse here, and I am connecting using the token. And also here, I make sure that my dbt is 1.6 right here. So let's go into the ID for a second, and let's see how we do that. So let me create a new model. It's called streaming bar. So the main thing here would be our config. Materialize would be stream table. And then we can copy the same stuff. So we just want the select here. So dbt should only have the select and not the create statement, because dbt will do that for us. And looks like we have got all the stuff set up. Let's go ahead and run this. At the same time, we should be able to see query history on this side. Have a look at the mouse here. And we see that finished right here, right? Create streaming, table, and so on. Successful, right? This means we can go back to our query editor and can go select from streaming bar. And it looks as expected. Now let's go and add another file to our file system. I'm going to add a second file. See here, the CSV is ID of 2 with the username Bob. And now that exists there, go back to my SQL editor. If I select from that path, you see the new workflow. Of course, full and bar streaming. They probably don't have that yet. So you can see they only has that one. So we could do a refresh. On full. This has been launched. It says to check this one. So I should go and do that. See what the status is. The afterlife tables are running for that one. Setting up, waiting. Streaming table. And then it is completed. Okay, so that did that thing. If I go here, you see that the new row gets added. Post bar has not yet done that yet because this is on the DBT side. So we can go ahead. If your DBT job kicks in the next day, it's going to do that. And we can see the, let's have a look at the history. We do see that essentially right here, create or refresh streaming table. So this is kind of the same stuff that DBT has sent over that we would have done in the Databricks UI. And here we are kind of essentially switching. So Databricks is doing stuff here similar to what happened here. So if we go in here, not 100% sure where to find that here. Runs. In any case, this looks like it's successful. This is the pipeline ID. I'm sure where it shows up here, but DBT has reported that this thing is successful, which means we can go back in and have a look at bar. And bar should be kind of refreshed just like full was. And there you go. So this pretty straightforward. Just do a stream table materialization, stream reading from the location, and then DBT handles the write DDLs So we can see here the first time when we were creating it, we did create streaming table. And then the second time around, when the streaming table already exists, then dbt issued a create or refresh instead. So pretty much the same stuff that we did here, and everything works just as expected. Thank you.